Master. According to one school, the gopis of Vrindavan, like Yashoda, had believed in the formless God in their previous births. But they did not derive any satisfaction from this belief. That is why, later on, they enjoyed so much bliss in the company of Sri Krishna in the Vrindavan episode of his life. One day Krishna said to the gopis, "Come along. I shall show you the abode of the Eternal. Let us go to the Jamuna for a bath." As they dived into the water of the river, they at once saw Golok. Next, they saw the indivisible light. Thereupon Yashoda exclaimed, "O Krishna, we don't care for these things anymore. We would like to see you in your human form. I want to take you in my arms and feed you." So, the greatest manifestation of God is through his incarnations. The devotee should worship and serve an incarnation of God as long as he lives in a human body. At the break of the day, he disappears into the secret chamber of his house. Not all, by any means, can recognize an incarnation of God. Assuming a human body, the incarnation falls a victim to disease, grief, hunger, thirst, and all such things, like ordinary mortals. Ram wept for Sita. Brahman weeps, entrapped in the snare of the 5 elements. It is said in the Purana that God, in his incarnation as the sow, lived happily with his young ones, even after the destruction of Hiranyaksh. Footnote: according to Hindu mythology, God incarnated himself as a sow in order to save the world from the iniquities of the demon Hiranyaksh. Footnote ends. As the sow, he nursed them and forgot all about his abode in heaven. At last, Shiva killed the sow body with his trident, and God, laughing aloud, went to his own abode. In the afternoon, Bhavanath arrived. Rakhal, M, Horish, and other devotees were in the room. Master, to Bhavanath. To love an incarnation of God, that is enough. Ah, what ecstatic love the gopis had for Krishna. Sri Ramakrishna began to sing, assuming the attitude of the gopis. O Krishna, you are the soul of my soul. Then he sang, I am not going home, O friend, for there it is hard for me to chant my Krishna's name. And again, O friend, that day I stood at my door as you were going to the woods. Continuing, the Master said, When Krishna suddenly disappeared in the act of dancing and playing with the gopis, they were beside themselves with grief. Looking at a tree, they said, "O tree, you must be a great hermit. You must have seen Krishna. Otherwise, why do you stand there motionless, as if absorbed in samadhi?" Looking at the earth covered with green grass, they said, "O earth, you must have seen Krishna. Otherwise, why does your hair stand on end? You must have enjoyed the thrill of his touch." Looking at the Madhavi creeper, they said, "O Madhavi, give us back our Madhava." The gopis were intoxicated with ecstatic love for Krishna. Akrura came to Vrindavan to take Krishna and Balarama to Mathura. When they mounted the chariot, the gopis clung to the wheels. They would not let the chariot move. Saying this, Sri Ramakrishna sang, assuming the attitude of Akrura. Hold not the chariot's wheels. Is it the wheels that make it move? The mover of its wheels is Krishna, by whose will the worlds are moved." Master, is it the wheels that make it move? By whose will the worlds are moved. The driver moves the chariot at his master's bidding. I feel deeply touched by these lines.